here to make a delivery.
VJ, how are you? I hope you're glad to have
Old Betsy here.
That's wonderful.
We brought you a little piece of Indiana history.
And we still have all of our signatures on it.
From the second time, you know, we did it twice, and we had to paint over and redo them. Has endured things that probably no one expected that one could hold up under. It had some rough roads and long trips, but
Damon brand is still being made, isn't it?
Yeah. And how many miles did you guys put on it?
85,000, I think it is. But that, you know, but that's no measure because they were hard miles.
Yeah.
You know, there were no leisurely, steady speed cruises for us. It was all stop and start. Well, we let the backup driver one night try to take it, and that was Adam over there. He turned out to be a great budget director of the state of Indiana, but he got fired as the backup driver.
No, other than the awning, I can't think of anything.
No, I mean the awning let loose, and we had with me pulling and Ben up on the roof cutting because we don't want to be late for the next stop.
Right.
But somehow she stood up to it. Everything we took it on one-lane covered bridges. There were no leisure cruises for RV-1, but it stood up, and we were marveling on the way up. Except the shots were pretty much gone. We've just completed a very sentimental journey. With me on board the last ride of RV-1 were the two young men, still young men, who were out there with me for 16 months in the first campaign, and then again in 2008. And Bill Osterley, who co-conceived this idea, who came up with the idea of letting people sign it, which was a stroke of genius. So we had a lot of laughs all the way up. There's a memory and a story behind almost every signature on there and every place it's been. We had an adventure and experienced the treasure. Let me just say just a couple of things. One, how proud we are of Thor Industries and the whole RV industry. I know people up here track it, but I've been keeping people in other parts of the state abreast of the strong recovery of the industry, especially in Indiana. We went into this recession with an Indiana made a high percentage, 60 maybe some percent of all the RVs in the country. Coming out of the recession, we're making, last I'm told, more than 80%. What does that say? It says that we had a superior business climate, and when companies were put to a test, where in a tough market, what do we keep and what do we close? Almost without exception, they chose Indiana. We're so proud that this industry is now even more centered here in our state than it was a few years ago.